Join the Hadzabe tribe of Tanzania, one of Africa's last true hunter-gatherer communities, as they showcase their incredible survival skills. From hunting big baboons and wild boars to mastering the art of traditional firemaking, the Hadzabe live in harmony with nature, using techniques passed down for generations, discover their unmatched tracking skills, handmade hunting tools, and bushcraft knowledge, offering a rare glimpse into a way of life that has remained unchanged for thousands of years. The Hadzabe people are experts at making fire using traditional primitive methods. No matches or lighters, just natural materials. Here's how they typically do it. Materials: they use wooden sticks, dry and straight, usually softwood for friction, fireboard, a flat piece of wood, tinder, dry grass, bark fibers or leaves. Fire making technique: friction method. They use a hand drill or bow drill technique. A stick is spun rapidly against a fireboard. The friction generates heat, creating tiny glowing embers. Igniting the tinder, the glowing ember is carefully placed into the tinder bundle. They gently blow on it until it catches fire, building the fire. Once the tinder ignites, they add small twigs and gradually larger sticks to grow the flame. Skills and knowledge: they know which types of wood ignite easily. They can make fire even in windy or damp conditions. Fire making is often a group skill, taught from elders to younger tribe members. In short, the Hadzabe make fire completely by hand using friction, combining skill, patience, and deep knowledge of natural materials, an essential survival technique for cooking, warmth, and protection. The Hadzabe people of Tanzania use a traditional fire-making technique that relies entirely on natural materials and handcraft skills. Using a hand drill or bow drill, they spin a wooden stick against a flat fireboard to generate heat through friction. This friction produces tiny glowing embers, which are carefully transferred to a bundle of dry tinder such as grass or bark fibers. By gently blowing on the tinder, the ember ignites into a small flame, which is then gradually built up with twigs and sticks to create a sustainable fire. This method requires deep knowledge of wood types, skillful handling, and patience, making it an essential survival skill passed down through generations.
Mediation and conflict resolution. Women often act as mediators within the family and community, helping resolve disputes and maintain harmony. 5. Interaction with man and hunting life. While men hunt, women play supportive roles. Assisting hunters, women may help with tracking, skinning, or preparing hunted animals. Meal distribution, they ensure that meat and gathered food are shared fairly among family members, which reinforces social bonds. Flexible roles, in times of scarcity or special circumstances, women may temporarily take on additional responsibilities to support the camp. 6. Resource trade and barter. Hadzabe women also engage in trade. Local bartering, women may exchange gathered fruits, honey, or crafts with neighboring communities for goods the Hadzabe cannot produce themselves, such as metal tools or clothing. Knowledge as currency. Women's expertise in plants, herbs, and medicinal knowledge is sometimes sought by outsiders, giving them influence beyond the immediate camp. 7. The daily rhythm. A Hadzabe woman's day is structured around survival, community, and family. Early morning, collect water, prepare children for the day, and check camp conditions. Morning to midday, gathering wild fruits, tubers, and honey, teaching children about plants and the environment. Midday, return to camp, prepare meals, and share food with the family. Afternoon, assist in household chores, maintain fires, care for the young, and engage in social or ritual activities. Evening, cook the evening meal, supervise children, participate in storytelling, singing, or communal discussions before resting. Conclusion. Hadzabe women are indispensable to their community. While men's hunting activities often draw attention, it is the women's knowledge, labor, and social leadership that sustain daily life. They are not just gatherers. They are caregivers, educators, healers, cultural custodians, and the glue holding the nomadic community together. Without their contributions, the Hadzabe way of life would not survive. Every bite is a lesson in patience, survival, and community. These meals are more than sustenance. They are opportunities for storytelling. Elders recount tales of hunts, migrations, and ancestral knowledge. Children listen, wide-eyed, learning not just what to eat, but how to live. The women, at the center of this circle, are both providers and teachers, nurturing both body and mind. Afternoon, teaching, crafting, and caring. The Hadza women are multitaskers of unmatched skill. After the meal, they teach children how to identify edible plants, track animals, and use tools. They craft baskets, cords, and implements from the natural materials around them, passing down artistry that has practical survival value. Caring for the young is equally vital. The women carry infants on their backs, swaying through the brush while explaining which plants are medicinal, which trails are safe, and which behaviors will ensure survival. In every interaction, there is learning. A living classroom without walls or desks. Evening, firelight, reflection, and song. As the sun dips below the horizon, the camp gathers around the fire. The women tend the flames, ensuring warmth and light while the tribe prepares for the night. This is the time for reflection and connection. Songs rise into the night, melodies that honor